It's a great tool. It was made by a great guy, my dad. Thanks, Dad. This piece was 18 gauge, 4130. I did the lower piece, the lower breastplate. That one was made out of 16 gauge. This hammer, what I like is the fact that it leaves hammer marks, not like those air polishing hammers. It becomes extremely smooth. You don't see any hammer mark, or practically none. So at least when you're doing a job and you want to leave it rough from the hammer, you still have a nice hammer finish. If I remember right, this is an AC motor. You can adjust the speed of the motor, and what's cool about it, the motor keeps its strength even if it's going slower. But from the demo I just showed you guys, that's pretty much, you know, you don't want to go any faster than that. Here I got a shear pin that holds this piece with this shaft. This piece here has a lot of usage to it. The hole has grown bigger and bigger, so I'm gonna have to redo this piece here. And the shear pin here, well, this is the weak spot. This is where it breaks all the time, and this is where you want it to break. You don't want this to break, or certainly not this shaft to break, or any of this equipment. This is a standard car suspension blade. You can have them easily in any garage. Where I go, the guy makes the holes for me at the right place, and he unbends the blade, because when they receive them, they always have that curve in them. So and it cost me about $75 to have it made. So and me, usually I'll probably break one or two a year. It depends on how much you're going to be using the hammer. This blade is subject to extreme stress, so it's a bit normal that it will break. As you can see, I use duct tape to hold down the lower anvil. It looks funny, but it works. I used to have a welded bracket there, but it's always breaking off. Maybe I'm just a bad welder. It moves around a little bit, but that's why it's so good, because it obeys the movement of the anvil. This is off center from the wheel, so it creates the motion needed for the hammer. And the way it's adjusted right now, I can adjust it with that bolt here. It's adjusted so the hammer will travel about 3 inches off the top of the anvil. I did try to dish out armor with it, but I like to do it by hand. I use the raising technique, because using this it will stretch out the metal way too much. So that's that. See you next time.